Now I know YouTubers like to say, oh, I've been requested so many times to do this, but out of everything, out of any product that I've ever had on my channel that came from someone requesting it, out of all that, I've never been asked so many times to do a review on a certain product than this one. The Medicube Red Cushion. That was so fucking dramatic. I think this was on Style Korean's Instagram, and I guess it was mostly the video. I've used Medicube skincare before, which was alright. It didn't make my acne worse, and you know, it kind of got rid of any breakouts that I did have, but like it didn't do much else for my skin. They came out with a makeup cushion this time, and apparently it's supposed to be good for acne prone skin. It's got SPF 50, PA+++. It's a 촉촉한 cushion, which is supposed to be like a moisturizing cushion, so I'm probably gonna get a dewy, glowy finish from this. But the packaging seriously reminds me, and also from the application video and with the finish of the foundation, it reminds me a ton of the Nakeup Face. Like I mean, it's just the packaging, but I don't know, it almost gives me the impression that they're probably made in the same place, the same labs or whatever. But I have mine in number 23, Natural Beige, and I bought this at Lobs, Love of Health and Beauty, I think it's called. I only saw 2 shades there. I don't know if there's more, but this was really expensive. And I know Pony Effect is like around the same price as this, but you get a refill. This one doesn't come with a refill, so you only get this. How much product? It's 15 grams of product. Hopefully it's one of those cushions where a little bit goes a long way and I won't have to use that much product, so in turn that will like counterbalance the fact that, you know, it's so expensive and you get like little product compared to like a bottle of liquid foundation. You know what? I think this is one of those like mochi type cushions where the product is inside this little cushion thing. You have to push it to get the product out. So I'm just gonna try applying it out. Oh, the puff is almost like similar to the Nakeup Face one. They're like literally the same. This is the Nakeup Face and this is, I'm sorry, this is so dirty. But oh my god, they both have the same black finish, and like even this little ribbon part is the same. Oh, y'all, I have a very good feeling this is probably gonna be very similar to the Nakeup Face one, but that could be a good thing because I freaking love that foundation. So if this could be like a good alternative to that for acne prone skin, then yeah. But then again, if this is aimed towards acne prone skin, people with acne prone skin tend to be on the oily side, and I feel like people with oily skin don't really like glowy finishes. But I mean, of course there are people with dry skin that have acne, so I don't know, we'll see. Oh shit, okay. Alright, that didn't require much pushing. What was it, putting? Oh, in the video though, it was showing her the foundation was covering a lot. She had quite a bit of like blemishes on her face, and she had quite a bit of redness, but it showed that, some more. It showed that she was able to get a really full coverage. I only put a little bit on, but I'm pretty, the color is really good. I'm like a MAC NC25. But between a 20 and 25, and this seems like a really good match. Y'all, the finish looks nearly identical to the Nakeup Face cushion. I'm sorry I keep like comparing the two, but that's really what it's reminding of. It's a very dewy, well, glow. I think that I only put a little bit. If I build it up, let me see what will happen if I build it up. We'll see if there's more of a glow. But so far, I mean, I'm not surprised because it did say that's a moisturizing cushion. And you guys know this is my favorite type of finish. I know some people in my Pony Effect defense cushion video were like, oh my god, he looks like he just dumped his face in water. And I can see why people wouldn't like that, but I like it. But, you know, if you don't like it, just put powder on top of it. Here's no makeup. And here it is. With one layer, well, a layer and a half. That's really pretty. God, I'm like living for. She's living. All right, let's do the other side. Okay, there it is, all over my face, and I am oh my god, I am thoroughly impressed by the coverage and finish. Is this anything new to me? No, it's not, because it's it's very similar to finish and coverage as with the Nakeup Face. But now that I think about it, I think the Nakeup Face cushion might be cheaper than this one, because you know that one also doesn't come with a refill, but this one there might be more ingredients in this for helping acne. Hold on, let me look up the claims. The non-comedogenic, tested and safe to use on sensitive skin. It's lightweight, which is true. It contains porous silica powder that helps with sebum. A lot of silicon-based setting powders are very oil controlling, so I feel like that might help in terms of long wearability, even if my skin is oily. High coverage foundation, pretty good coverage. I might need to add a second layer to get like full coverage, which I'll try in a second, but for now it's like a medium pushing towards full. So if you don't know what non-comedogenic means, it just means it doesn't clog pores. SPF, brightening, wrinkle care, that's like every fucking BB cream, honestly. But yeah, that's, I mean, the claims are the same as every other cushion aimed for acne says it does. It's safe for sensitive skin. Okay, one more time, I'm gonna try building up the coverage to full, but please note that some like spots that you see on my face aren't actually spots, they're just like the shadows of like the pitted scarring that I had from when I had acne when I was younger. You can probably see it right here. There's this spot right here that it's not really fully covering. Like it concealed it a bit, which is good, but if it's just like a dark spot, I don't know how it's gonna fare on someone with like bumps of acne, like actual like breakouts. And for my dark circles, it if I look this way, it concealed it a bit, but again, I have like a physical like concaving under my eyes, so I think this can only do so much for that. Okay, this is like really dewy, so I'm gonna stop it there. Really beautiful finish. Again, it reminds me of like something like the Naked Face or the Pony Effect Everlasting Cushion. Not the type of finish for everyone, but again, if you don't like this finish, I would powder it. I do prefer this kind of finish over super matte finishes, because if I want to mattify my face, I don't really want to use a foundation that has like mattifying ingredients like mainly in there. I feel like putting powder on top of a moist foundation really makes the powder look really natural, and it just dewier finish are more versatile in my opinion. So if I were to wear this on a regular basis, I would probably lightly set my whole face, especially my under eyes. I'm not going to set them today to see how well it, to see if it creases, but more like the outside parts of my face and keeping the glow in like the certain parts of my face I want highlighted. So anyway, I'm going to finish my makeup and I'll be right back. I look so kawaii with these lenses. It's been a while since I wore like circle lens type of lens. These are the Alicia Browns. They're one-day lens. Oh, but it brings me back to like 2012 when I was about that life. Anyway, it's still pretty dewy. It did kind of settle in my forehead line, unfortunately. A lot of foundations tend to do that, but there are dewy foundations that don't do that, so there's something to keep in mind. Oh, bitch. She got the glow, and then she got like the snatch nose. Like, someone take it away from her. Someone take it away from her. It's 12:45 in the afternoon, and I guess I'm just like ever checking throughout the day. And then here, oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Here it is in natural daylight. These reviews must be getting boring because they all run the same. I don't know. I'll see you a little bit later. Ooh, it's 2:30 in the afternoon now. Nothing much has changed, but has my under eye faded away? Sorry, that was too bright. It's looking really good, hasn't changed much, has increased, which is great. Wait, my forehead. Is that, could you call that creasing? A little bit, kind of. I do have a feeling it might start getting all weird here around where my crow's feet can be, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but we will see. I didn't really update that much throughout the day. I was quite busy with stuff on the computer. It's 9:25 in the evening and I was looking at it throughout the day and observing things, and I really like it. Now, you might be looking at this thinking that looks really oily. It looks very oily. Like this is past the glow now, and it's getting into like greasy, oily territory. And the thing is, I've been in my room for most of the day, and that's telling me that if it's hot and you have oily skin, I would use a primer and I would powder it. But then again, if you use a primer, I feel like that defeats the, well, okay, I was about to say, it defeats the purpose of the skincare in the product, but I just realized that there's no skincare in this product. It just has ingredients that are safe for sensitive acne prone skin. Okay, so from far away it looks fine, but like up close, The oiliness is starting to break down the actual foundation around my mouth. Not too much, because most of the foundation is still there, but I can tell it's starting to really crack. But it actually has held up a long time, and I'm surprised it didn't like really crease around my eyes. But it's kind of weird because, as you can see, I'm kind of getting like, they almost look like dry patches. And there's something right here as well. But like overall, it really it's almost exactly like the makeup face cushion. But this one, it is breaking down a little bit. Oh my god, I have food stains on my mouth. Compared to the makeup face, oh my, I'm sorry, I'm still comparing, but compared to the makeup face, this one is breaking down a little bit. That is on its own. If you were to powder, I'm pretty sure it's gonna last much better. And if you wore a primer, I'm sure that would help as well. And because it's like that really dewy, glowy finish, I'm sure adding powder won't make it look crusty or dry like I was talking about earlier in the day. So I'm gonna try blotting my face, because I want to see how it looks after, oh my god, my eyeshadow's creasing. I want to see how well it, if you like try to touch it up. I'm a little concerned. I said I really like it, but the only thing, like whenever I say that, but then I look at my face again in the mirror, and I'm seeing like these weird patches on my chin. And I know I had a Troy peel treatment recently, but I already got over the peeling stage a day or two ago, so I don't know why it's doing that. Real quick, I wanted to insert this little clip here because I have a little bit more information on the thing. The little note that I put near the beginning of the video talking about the little like powder particles that are in the foundation to help absorb oil, whatever. What I remember is, and this is something I don't remember often because you guys know I gravitate towards dewy foundations, and this is a thing I only really experience with matte or mattifying foundations that have ingredients in there to help soak up the oil in the skin. Whenever there's like powder particles or oil absorbing properties in general in makeup, my skin, not that like I get an allergic reaction, but it doesn't take well to those kinds of ingredients. What ends up happening is my skin will still get greasy or oily, but I guess like the oil absorbing things in the ingredients like cause my skin to look really dry and patchy, which is often why I don't really use super mattifying foundations, because if I want a matte look, I'll just use a powder. I don't rely on skincare or makeup to keep my skin matte, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I am gonna include clips of me when I tried it with like primer and with like powder on other days, so hopefully this little clip right here will help make those clips make more sense. I have a good feeling it's gonna do well because it is that really moist base. Alright, there it is touched up and it's good as new. I do find this part a little bit questionable still, but for now she's saved. I'm sure if you do get to the point where you need to touch it up, one way to alleviate that I think would probably, which is something I like to do, is I would mist my cushion with a face mist, and then dip it and then apply the foundation. I find that it's almost like using a damp beauty blender. Having that little bit of moisture from the face mist helps kind of also add that moisture back into the skin if the cushion didn't do so already. It's been a few days since I wore the cushion, and right the next day after the initial test, I tried the cushion with I remember it was the Hourglass Primer, and that shit, she was a bit powerful. And the thing is, because that primer is so oil absorbing, I thought it would balance out the extreme dewiness of the foundation. Not extreme, the dewiness of the foundation. And remember the thing that happened on my chin? That happened, except it was much worse looking, and it happened around like here as well, and it just looked worse, and it happened much quicker, like that crumbliness of the foundation. But I tried it again today, but this time the only thing I did was my skincare, and then just the cushion, my concealer under my eyes, and then the Skin Food powder, which is really good actually. I heard they reformulated it, or they put in new package, I don't know. I did it like the normal way, like, or the way that I would usually wear foundation, and it looks alright, except like if you're looking super up close, it's almost like it's doing that same weird crumbly thing again, but like under the powder. So I don't know, like this formula is really weirding me out. I don't know. Hopefully it just doesn't get worse, and hopefully my natural oils will come kicking through. But again, reminding me a lot of the Nakeup Face cushion, but if I had to like rank the two, I would probably use the Nakeup Face way more than this, because so far I'd much rather deal with an overly glowy, overly dewy, overly greasy looking foundation, because I can easily remedy that with powder. But when a formula tends to crack and like cake and make the skin look all like dry and nasty, then that's much harder to deal with, I think. But then again, this is just for me. I don't know if it will happen on anybody else. So I'm back home. It's been mainly an hour that I was wearing the cushion. I thought I really had a good feeling I would like this foundation, simply because I was comparing it so much to the Nakeup Face that I thought it was, like, in my, and I'm not even 100% sure it's like the same, from the same like factory or whatever. That shouldn't matter, but in my subconsciously I was thinking, oh, this is gonna perform really well. But the thing is, the Nakeup Face, it looks great if you layer it properly, like alone. It looks great alone if you layer it properly, and it looks great with powder. But this one, the first day, it was okay, but it was breaking up here around my mouth. The rest of my face was fine. But then the next day I tried it again, but with like my regular routine, but I used a primer. But even that, it was like the first day where it was breaking up here, but it was more good part of the center of my face, times 10. Like, it looked really bad. And then I tried it again today, but minus primer and like my regular routine, like the cushion, my concealer, my powder, and like, I actually blotted my face, but it was looking, you see it right here, very, not cakey, but it's like really breaking up. It's really like lifting off the skin and like bunching up, and like, from far away, like, no, just kidding, no, it looks pretty bad. Yeah, it just did not hold up, and it was still kind of oily looking. Not that kind of dewy glow that I like, so I don't know, I don't really like this cushion. For me, personally, I think if you have dry skin, and you use it alone, or you have normal skin, and maybe if you use it alone, then you'll be fine. Maybe powder down the center a little bit if you find that it's too oily. But other than that, it's just get the Nakeup Face, and the Nakeup Face comes in 3 colors, so, which is still not that many colors. I really honestly wish a lot of cushions were available in many, many colors, but that's the reality of it. And yeah, this foundation, you know, sometimes if you find a certain way to make a cushion work, it can work. But this one, I don't know, it doesn't really have my seal of approval, to be honest. But yeah, I hope that review helped. If you are interested though, I will link it down below. And also watch Tati. Tati reviewed it, so you can see her opinion on it. But yeah, bye. I'll see you in my next video. Annyeong.